When we think about the best NBA backcourts, nowadays you imagine Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. A few years ago, a case could have been made about John Wall and Bradley Beal. But I'm not here to talk about present. Today, I'm here to talk about the past. Hey guys, Purple Fringe here, and I want to tell you about the Hall of Famer you don't know about. One half of one of the best backcourts in early days of the NBA, Bob Davies. Bob Davies was born on January 15, 1920 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. His basketball days started at Seton Hall University, where he actually first went on a baseball scholarship. However, after his soon-to-be head coach John Russell saw him in practice, he convinced him to concentrate on basketball. Davies did that, and what a good decision that was. In Seton Hall, he became a legend. His passing and playmaking was extraordinary. His Seton Hall coach John Russell once said, "He had such uncanny control of the ball behind his back that it never concerned me. He made it look as easy as the conventional dribble." So actually, it might have been Davies, not Cousy, who originated the behind-the-back dribble. Anyway, in 3 years of Seton Hall, Bob Davies averaged 11.2 points, which isn't that great, but he always was the passer, the playmaker. Unfortunately, his college stats on passing aren't available. But it wasn't just his passing. When he was on the court, the team won. Bob Davies led Seton Hall to 43 consecutive victories in a span from 1939 through 1941. He was such an attraction that at the time, he helped attract the largest crowd in basketball history. In March of 1941, Madison Square Garden, the game between Davies, Seton Hall, and Rhode Island was attended by 18,403 people, which was a record at the time. After 3 years in college, Bob Davies served in World War II as a lieutenant junior grade, participating in the invasion of southern France and commanding a subchaser in the Pacific Theater. After the war, already being 25 years old, Bob Davies joined the Rochester Royals. The former Seton Hall backcourt was now the backcourt of Rochester Royals. Along with his partner Bobby Wanzer, they formed one of the best backcourts in the early days of NBA. In the last season of BAA, Bob Davies led the league in assists and made the All-BAA first team. Bob Davies finished the season with averages of 15.1 points and 5.4 assists. In first official NBA season, Bob Davies averaged 14 points and 4.6 assists. Those numbers are obviously small when compared to today's NBA, but you have to remember that back then people weren't passing that much. The league leader in assists in the first official NBA season was Andy Phillip with 5.8 assists per game. Bob Davies finished fourth. A good regular season didn't result in anything meaningful. Rochester Royals made the playoffs but were eliminated quickly in the Central Division semifinals. In 1950-51 NBA season, Bob Davies and the Rochester Royals won the NBA championship. In the regular season, Rochester Royals finished second in Western Division. In the playoffs, their toughest test was in the NBA Finals. In 7 games, they edged the New York Knicks to become the 1951 NBA champions. This season also marked Bob Davies' first year as an NBA All-Star and a member of All-NBA First Team. For the next 3 years, Bob Davies would be one of the best guards in the league and make the NBA All-Star game 3 more times. After winning the NBA championship, Bob Davies had the best individual season of his career in 1951-52, when he averaged 16.2 points and 6 assists per game. In the playoffs, Rochester Royals were eliminated in the Western Division Finals. Next year, Bob Davies started to slow down. He still averaged 15.6 points, but his assist averages dropped to a career low of 4.2. Davies was 33 already, and he wasn't as flashy as he used to be. He was still a top 7 point guard in the league, but the league had only 10 teams back then. Bob Davies would spend 2 more years in the NBA before calling it quits at age 35. Unfortunately, he finished on a losing note, with Rochester Royals having the second worst record in the league. Bob Davies finished his NBA career with 402 games played, 5,690 points, and 1,929 assists. The innovator of behind-the-back dribble, named by Sports Illustrated as one of the 8 most influential players in the first century of college basketball. He coached a college team for 2 years while he played professionally and was named one of the 10 best players of the NBA's first century. A Hall of Famer, a legend, Bob Davies. Sacramento Kings, who used to be Rochester Royals back in the day, continued the honor of retiring number 11 jersey that Bob Davies wore while he was playing. A 2016 book by Barry S. Martin, Bob Davies, a Basketball Legend, details the life and career of the Harrisburg Houdini. Thanks for watching, guys. Did you know about Bob Davies before this video? Do you have an opinion on him? Please leave a comment below. Don't forget to share this video, drop a like, and subscribe for future NBA content. There are more interesting videos coming on the way. Thanks. This was Purple Prince, and I'm out.